Hi everyone, welcome to CASE-A-CARD, where we copy and selectively edit a card out of a current Stampin' Up! Catalog each month on the 5th. And so I can show you this now because it's active the August to December. Well, truthfully it's called the July to December, but it went effective in August 2021 mini catalog, formerly known as the holiday catalog. And I chose this card right here to case, which is on page 10. All images, copyright, Stampin' Up. I'll just get that out of the way. So the thing about this card is, well, first of all, it uses the Frosted Gingerbread bundle, which looks like this. And I love it. I have only just started. This is the first card I've done with it. I also used just one thing, and it's not even on the stamp. I used this die to make a spatula. And I used these paper lattice in craft, but I did something different to them. And I also used a few other things I want to tell you about. We have new craft 6x6 paper pack in the August to December mini on page 9. It is part of this suite. So this is the Gingerbread and Peppermint suite, but right now you can't buy the whole suite because the Memories and More card pack and the Memories and More cards and envelopes unfortunately aren't available, and there are some things in there that are only in those packs that you can't find anywhere else in this particular catalog. But the paper I used was the Gingerbread and Peppermint 6x6 Designer Series paper. And one thing, well, I'll tell you when we get that far. I'll just bring that out. And another thing I used is a new silver foil 12x12 specialty pack. I used the one on top. You can see where I cut the paddle out of. And I think that's all I could tell you about right now. Alright, so let me show you that card again, because I want to show you on page 10. I looked this up we as demonstrators have access to sample recipes. And I was like, how did they do that mitt? And how did they get that black grate thing? Because I don't have any die that I see in any catalog that's current to make that. And it's rounded edges. It really looks like a cooling rack, right? This one, well, I don't know, that might be on the Memories and More card, but it sort of looks like the Colors and Contour largest die, so that's what I used. So mine is going to be a little different. And these envelopes, this pattern is actually in one of the papers. However, these envelopes are larger than 6 inches and the paper is only 6 inches, so I didn't use that either. So let me show you what I did, and then I'll explain how I did it. All right, here we go. This is my card. So first of all, this star has to be in the Memories and More card pack, because this star in the paper, which is what I used, is much smaller. Now this star you can die cut using the outer edge of this particular die in the bundle. However, there is no die for the mitten, but I fussy cut one because that's not too hard to fussy cut, right? There are dies to cut out these little circle candies, so I cut out a large and a small one. And then, all right, so this is a regular Memories and More, I forgot to mention them, cards and envelope pack, which, oops, that's not it either, hang on. Here it is. Which is available in the annual catalog. It's item 159234, assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes. My camera's down way too low, sorry. So it's the larger ones, and I don't remember how many. I think you get 10 each of the large and 10 small, and then coordinating envelopes. So, which are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So the cards are 4 by, I'm sorry, the cards are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and the envelopes are a little bit larger. So this is one of the papers out of this gingerbread pack. This is the craft paper cut with the largest color and contour die, this one here. And that's in the annual catalog. And then what I did is I used these paper lattice pieces and I cut them. I cut one. You can see here's part of the edge I cut off, and then I cut this edge off also, and then I heat embossed it with black embossing powder to get this shiny black look. That was the closest I could come to doing a cooling tray. So I thought that was pretty creative. It doesn't look exactly like a cooling tray, but you know what? It's close enough. So, and then of course, this sentiment here, wishing you a sweet Christmas, is not part of this stamp set. It has to be, that whole cookie star, large star, has to be part of the Memories and More pack, I'm guessing, because we can't get it yet. This, there's no die for, so I just hand drew the mitt. That has to either be a piece out of Memories and More also, or they hand drew it, because they didn't even say that they used the What's Cooking in the paddle, and it is smaller. So what I had to do there is I cut it once out of the new silver foil pack, and I cut it once out of basic black, but the handle is longer, so I actually did cut it down a little bit, and I kind of buried it anyway under the mitt, but it was too long for what we needed here. So I just kind of I glued it together, cut the black off about here, and then I cut the bottom of it rounded to get the handle for the metal piece. So everything, this is glued onto that. This I stamped and used white embossing powder with the sentiment from the stamp set, "You're the icing to my gingerbread." These are the two candies I die cut out of the paper, which coordinate them with the paper I used in the back. Now, their card in here, it looks like it has some texture. And originally I was going to try and texturize or use some kind of texture paste on the white. I decided not to. I just like the way these little candies in the background look and make the craft pop. So everything is glued except this star and this mitt are popped up on dimensionals. And I glued this down onto the craft using, we don't sell the sponge anymore, but using my sticky mat, which needs to be washed, and a wedge of sponge. So that's really it. Oh, this I did on a scrap of craft left over from doing the color and contour. So, and then on the envelope, I used the stamps again. This stamp here did the top, and then the three candies right here are all one stamp, so I put them on there as well as on the front. So that's what I did for the envelope. And inside I put a little bit more of the candy paper and just happy holidays. The color of these is cinnamon cider, so that's what I used for the border here. I think it came out really cute. I'm happy with it. And so just so you know, if you want to make this card, you can do it similarly. So that's it. That's my CASE-A card for the month of August 5th. I hope you enjoyed that, and now you know how to make a version of that card without the Memories and More card packs and envelopes. Just get the Memories and More assorted envelope cards and envelope pack in the annual catalog. They're all white, the white ones, and then use your designer paper, your color and contour dies, your contours dies, This is easy to hand draw. If I can do it, you can do it, because I cannot draw worth a darn. And the paddle was really easy to do. And this I cut out with the die, and this I fussy cut, which is an easy fussy cut. You could even fussy cut this. Super easy. So there you go. All right, everyone, please go check everyone else out in the collab and see what they've come up with this month. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great August, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace.